Can writing help with anxiety? Well, I know it can certainly help cause some. Deadlines and writer's block and everything else. But the fact is, yes, it can help with anxiety. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that one way or another, our story, our history is just that, a story. And we are the narrators of it. And quite often, we will believe our narrative because that's what we're programming into us. That's the information and the data that we have to work with, and that's totally understandable. But did you know you can change the narrative? And that's what being a writer is kind of about. I've used it in many cases. I have this ongoing project that will never see the light of day because it's not for anybody else but me. But it is a story, and it is a narrative, and it's kind of based on how I wanted my life to be versus how it is, and how I have to make the changes to accept that, and how I have to deal with things. And sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I will sit down and I will just write it out. I will take this character and I will put him in the situation that I'm feeling myself in. And I will surround him by the characters that I kind of feel are responsible for making the situation the way it is. And then I work out how he deals with it. Sometimes you need that objectivity because you're in the middle of it. And everyday life is a classic example of not being able to see the forest for the trees because you're right in the middle of it. You see all the trees, all the ones that you are right in the middle of. You have to be able to step back to see the whole forest and see everything in certain contexts. And writing gives you a chance to have that step back, provides you with that objectivity. You can be the victim. You can be the villain, you can be the hero, you can be the innocent bystander. Not unlike how you can do it in your own life. One of the things that I have really benefited from in being a writer is realizing exactly how much control I have over my narrative. And like somebody else once told me as we were discussing this thing, they work with kids, people with PTSD, people with anxiety and depressive disorders, and they say one of the things that we tell them, especially somebody battling with low self-esteem, would you let anybody else talk to you the way you talk to yourself? And that has been a very powerful thing. And I try to convey that to my characters in the hope that I convey that to my readers. Be your first and best advocate. Be the one who is your life coach. We all realize our weaknesses. We realize our faults. Take a look around you. There are a lot of other people who see your strengths. So take a look at what they're seeing. You might never have looked at it that way before. Not that it isn't there, you just never saw it. So use your writing. Sit down, even if it's just a diary or a journal or a few scribbles or a few notes, write out your anxiety. Write out what you want to do with it. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because you have to confront things that you might not want to. I'm not going to say that it is going to be a magic wand that is all of a sudden going to take your life and turn it from a reality show into a Hallmark movie. That's a long journey. And to be absolutely honest, I don't think I would ever want to be in a Hallmark movie. I wouldn't mind being in a soap opera. There's a certain reality to those. Yes, sometimes there's melodrama. Take a look at your life. There's going to be melodrama. Your characters have to have melodrama because that's part of life. But there is also resolution or the acceptance of no resolution. But there's confronting and there is reality. And your writing can help you find that. And so, write on.